Hey lovely people, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another episode of Practice of Perfection, and I will be doing my stepdaughter's nails. I'm starting off with any other set, with pushing back her cuticles, getting them prepared for the actual fake nail and the whole acrylic process. Once all of her cuticles have been pushed back, I'm just going in with a regular 100 nail file and just taking the shine and everything off of her actual natural nails. And I'm going to do this to every finger. This process is very important because you don't want the nail to pop off. You want the nail to be glued on and stay glued on before you actually put the acrylic onto the natural nail. Once that is over, I am also just taking the nail drill. This is the Ofini nail drill, electric nail drill that I ordered from Amazon. And I'm just taking a regular file drill bit onto her actual nail bed by the cuticle area because she bites her nails and she had a lot of dead skin around her cuticle area. So I wanted to go in and take that dead skin off and make sure that I'm working with a nice smooth surface before I actually apply the fake nail to her actual natural nail. Next, as you can see here, I have already picked out the nails that would fit her actual natural nail. And here I am brushing on the nail glue to apply the fake nail to her actual natural nail. I am still using the Kiss brush on nail glue. So far so good. It has been working, but I do want to let you guys know that I did order the KDS nail glue that should be coming in the mail soon. By the time this video is out, I'm pretty sure it would have already came in the mail because I did order it Amazon Prime. So I will be transitioning to that glue and seeing how it works. So yeah, here I'm just brushing on the nail glue and applying the fake nail to her actual nail. So you want to make sure on this part that you're not putting the nail crooked. It has to be as straight as possible, wall to wall. And you can see me here squeezing down the side, making sure that the tip of the nail is actually staying down because you know they have that curve on the tip of the end of the nails that start the actual nail tip. So I want to make sure that is being glued down as well. Here you see me picking up the nail file, and because her nail beds are so small, I actually had to customize the nail tips to make sure that they actually fit her natural nail correctly. And that's just what I did there. Again, I'm just brushing on the nail glue, making sure that all the nails are secure. Once applying the nail glue to the fake nail to her nail, I hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds just to make sure that it's dry and it's straight before I move on to the next step. I asked her what size she wanted. She wanted a coffin shape, but she wanted them short. Usually with coffin shaped nails, it requires a little length of the nail. So I'm going to work this out as much as possible. But yeah, here I am just clipping down the nails to her preferred size. And once that is over, I'm actually going to take the nail file. This is a 100 to 180 nail file that I ordered from Long Hair Pretty Nails' website. And I'm just actually filing down her nail tips to her actual natural nail. And this part is very important once you're doing this step when doing acrylic nails, because you want the nail tip to be filed down to the actual surface of the natural nail bed. And this way, when the acrylic is on, it doesn't have any distinctive line that shows the difference between the natural nail or the tip. And also, you want to make sure you're taking the shine off the actual fake nail as well. So you make sure you file the top of that down to be sure that your acrylic stays on that area as well. Once all of the filing is done, you're moving on to the next step, which is applying some nail primer to the actual nail before the acrylic process. Here I zoomed in a little bit just to show you my application of how I apply the acrylic to the nail. Since again we're working with a small nail bed, you don't need as many beads of acrylic. You don't want her nail to be, I didn't want her nail to be bulky at all whatsoever, because again, like I said, I'm working with a smaller nail bed. So I went in with one small bead of acrylic that at the tip of the fake nail, and I just brushed it down here, making sure I'm brushing the sides because you don't want any acrylic to harden on your client's skin, because it's very hard to get off and it is painful, and you do not want to hurt your client in any way. Here I'm going in with another small bead. I'm going just above that onto the actual fake nail and brushing it down gently and smoothly, making sure I tap the top of the nail and brush the sides off here. This is me building up the nail for some kind of strength, because you don't want to apply the acrylic and it hardens and your client is still able to bend the nail. No, sis. That's not how it goes. So you want to put enough acrylic, but not too much, just to make sure the nail has some kind of good amount to it. Again, I'm brushing the sides off, making sure no acrylic is on her skin. And again, I'm doing this process again. Here you see me again grabbing just a small amount of acrylic and actually putting it on her nail, smoothing it down, making sure that nothing is touching the sides, trying to keep the shape of the nail. I take my time when I'm doing this process, you guys, and you want to as well. So once all of the acrylic is on all of her fingers, and they are all hard, I'm actually taking just 100 nail file and I am just regaining the shape that she wanted. Like I told you guys before, she wanted the coffin shape, so I'm doing this shape to the best of my ability. Again, I am a beginner. This series is practice to perfection, so I am learning myself as I go, and though she's allowed me to do her nails, I still want to get the shape that she wants as much as I can possibly. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers and I've been learning a lot so far. So yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm doing exactly what she wants. And when working with clients, you want to perfect, you want their vision to come to life on their hands. So whatever they want, they get. So once the shaping and filing is done on the actual acrylic nails, I'm taking the electric nail drill again with the sanding band on it, and here I'm just smoothing out the nail. You don't want any bumps or lumps on the nails at all. Here you see me stopping, and that's only because I'm turning down the speed on the electric nail drill, because I didn't want it to be too much for her. And I wanted to make sure that I was having a steady hand when I was doing this. Again, here I'm just smoothing out the surface, making sure that when the acrylic hardened, that it isn't hard and any lumps. You want to make sure that you have a smooth surface for the actual polishing of the nail. Once the sanding was done, I took the band off and I changed the nail bit to this one. This is a smooth filing nail bit. So here you want to circle your cuticle area and you want to make sure that you are smoothing out that area and getting off any dead skin that's there, and also giving your tips or your actual nails a smooth surface and getting it ready for the polish application. So here you can see me filing going on the whole nail, and also starting off around that nail bed. And like I said, you're circling this cuticle area. Circling the cuticle area, making sure all of the dead skin is removed, and also filing down to make your nail as smooth as possible for the nail polish application. All of this was done to all of the nails, and I wanted to make sure also that underneath her nail had a good U shape, making sure there was no acrylic that hardened underneath that area. As you can see that I'm showing you that on that side, so I had to go in and actually file that down because they did have some acrylic that hardened behind her thumb just on that finger. Mistakes do happen as a beginning nail tech, so you want to make sure that you're actually doing your client justice and fixing your mistakes before you move on to any other step of the application of the acrylic nails. So I'm basically here stopping and showing her exactly the mistake that I made, explaining what I'm going to do next to fix it, and we are just going to move on and make sure all of her nails are filed and smoothed correctly. The nails came out pretty good. Everything fit on her hand perfectly. She was very happy with the application of the nails. She was happy with the shape that came out. I'm still in the middle of shaping the nails, but in the next section, you will see that I had finished all of that. And my favorite part of the nail application comes next, as you all know. So once that drilling was done, the actual buffering of the nails was next. The buffing tool is very mesmerizing to me. I love the way it sounds. It gives the nail your last this is the last process before the polish application. As you can see that I'm touching the nail with my hand just to make sure I'm making it as smooth as possible, and all of the nails were shaped to perfection. Of course, when this is done, your client needs to get up, wash their hands, choose their polish, and the polishing begins. She ended up choosing a really, really pretty color, which is this blue color with a silver glitter on her middle finger, and she was very, very happy with the application and how everything turned out. And that is the end of this video. Until next time.